Google blocked him from his YouTube account. We don't actually know why, because Google refused to specify the thought crime that warranted this censorship. He joins us now. Perhaps he knows. Professor, thanks a lot for coming on.
Hey, good to meet you. Thanks for the invitation.
Thank you. We're honored to have you. I'm sure a lot of our viewers are familiar with you from YouTube, so it's a big deal. You're popular there. That your account was suspended. Do you have any idea why?
No, I've heard conflicting reports from people who've emailed me within Google, ranging from thoughts that it had something to do with the political content to an administrative error. It's not clear at all why it occurred or why I was turned back on, although it did happen after I released a number of tweets documenting what had happened. So I don't think that was just fluke. But I have no idea. That's actually part of the frightening part, is that
yes,
I could be shut off. I have no idea why. They turned me back on. I have no idea why. It's not a trivial matter when those sorts of things happen.
Because there aren't options. I mean, Google is, in effect, a monopoly, both in search and really in its ownership of YouTube. I mean, if you were cut off, what would that mean? You'd not be able to disseminate your views.
It meant a lot of things. It meant that my calendar was gone, so I had no idea what I was doing for the next 2 months. I had all my email for the last 10 years was on that account, and all the emails I haven't answered. I couldn't get access to my YouTube videos. Like, it was a big deal. It was very stressful, and the arbitrariness of it is quite frightening in my estimation. And so it's something for everyone to be aware of. And I mean, partly it's a consequence of this rapid technological revolution. We've turned our communication over to huge corporations, and they're going to make mistakes. And if it was a mistake, well, that's actually fine with me. But it wasn't handled well because I was never informed about what happened or why it was rectified. And so it also raises suspicions, right? I mean, maybe it was just an error, but the fact that things have been happening in such a strange way politically brings up the specter of censorship. And so,
well, we know that Google engages in censorship. I mean, Google, by its own admission, and it's obvious if you test it, censors its search results. And so certain ideas are just eliminated by Google, and you wouldn't know the difference. What are the implications of having a company like Google that's in effect more powerful than most governments, in fact, more powerful than the U.S. government was 2 generations ago?
Well, I don't think we know what the implications are, but the thing that frightens me is that whatever political ideology Google is pushing forward is likely to be written into their code and then will serve to automatically filter our communications. And that's undoubtedly happening. And so I'm very worried that we're building an unconscious mind into the internet that will censor things before they even happen, so to speak. And that's a very bad thing. And it's not something that anybody really foresaw coming, I don't think. So,
but it's not sustainable. I mean, the basic agreement in any society is you can't be more powerful than the government, right? They're more powerful than the government in certain ways. Why would our government stand for that?
Well, I'm not sure that the government knows what to do. Part of the problem is that the technologies are advancing so quickly that something as ponderous as the government can hardly keep up. I mean, the tech companies themselves can't keep up. And even once you formulate policies, one of the problems is that the technology immediately leaps out of that policy bucket and wanders off somewhere new almost instantaneously.
That's right.
And so it's very, very difficult for regulators to keep up with this sort of thing.
And it's ominous.
So
I hope you will come. I'm glad that you're back on. I hope you will come back. It is an honor to meet you, and I hope we'll see you again.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.